Can't comprehend why IRO has never implemented a market website just like Ragiel, but official like KRO did. Um, I find this interesting because IRO will implement a lot of things that exist in KRO, like the new homunculus system, the 30-minute time limit and item requirement. IRO, you'll implement that, but then you're going to give us the absolute trash of a market board and years. We've had the market board for years, and you're just going to be like, good enough. Good enough. It's not good enough. Welcome back. Today, I'm doing something a little different. We're going to browse a few topics on the Warp Portal Ragnarok Online forum. These topics stood out to me. It's things that I have an issue with, that other people have an issue with, that are still an issue. uh, Gravity, Warp Portal, whatever you want to call them, has not cared enough to resolve these issues, or they don't see it as an issue, which is quite sad. So I wanted to go ahead and show you a few threads. And the first one, the one that I feel very passionately about, is the absence of Ragiel. For those who don't know, it was a website where it was just run by, I guess, normal Ragnarok online players, where I think they would run bots that would go through Pantera, and it would scan every shop and then everything that's being sold in those shops and upload them to a website, Ragiel. And it would show the vend history of every item. It would show the vend history of every person. And then it would show everything that's being vended at that time, which was really useful. It helped you find new, interesting costumes, things you didn't know existed. It was amazing. I loved it. And then one day, a few years ago, it vanished. I'm assuming Gravity implemented a new anti-bot, anti-cheating program, and maybe the Ragiel couldn't operate anymore. But I don't know the actual history behind it, I'm assuming. But Gravity implemented the market boards as a fix. And let's just say the market boards, they suck. It is a joke. It's a joke that is what they've given us. And of course, here's a topic posted October 18th. In-game market boards are only so-so and do not seem as functional. Yeah, that's putting it nicely. Okay. Yeah, it's all quite caca now. I agree. That again, you putting it very nicely. Can't comprehend why IRO has never implemented a market website just like Ragiel, but official like KRO did. I find this interesting because IRO will implement a lot of things that exist in KRO, like the new homunculus system, the 30-minute time limit and item requirement. IRO, you'll implement that, but then you're gonna give us the absolute trash of a market board and years. We've had the market board for years, and you're just gonna be like, good enough. Good enough. It's not good enough. It's trash. It's garbage. It needs to go, or needs to be greatly improved. It is a joke. It's an insult to players, to be honest. And a community manager responded with the pouring face. Someone was just like, what does that mean? And the person's basically saying that they're noting their feedback. And like, it's nice. Honestly, I have no hope that anything will change. We've had the market board in place right now for years. It's been years, and they've never done anything to remedy the situation. Maybe they didn't know. If they didn't know, do you not do they not look at the forum? Do they not listen to player feedback? There's no way this is the first post about the market board. Let me tell you what. It's trash. It makes buying and selling things an absolute headache. It needs to change right now. Right now. All right, so next. Fourth job classes. I mentioned this at the end of my, my playing JRO video. The fourth job classes were announced 2 years ago. Boy, where are they? Why don't we have these? I think KRO has them. I think because I was watching somebody on YouTube playing KRO, and they were on the official website, and it had like a layout of the jobs, and it had the fourth job classes there. It'd be weird if they had that and then they're not in the game. I actually did get access to KRO. I can't explain how. You'll have to do the research yourself, but I'm gonna make a video about me playing KRO. So I'm assuming KRO has fourth job classes. Why don't we have that? It's been 2 effing years. JRO doesn't have it yet from what I saw. Like I played it for hours, and I was looking at people, and I didn't see anyone in the fourth job class sprites. And that it blows my mind. How do they have a special deal with Ragnarok Online where they lease the content and they pay a monthly fee? So they have access to the content. Why don't they have it? What's going on with fourth job classes? Why is it taking so long? Not much of a reply yet, but they're just basically asking, what's the deal? And they have some other questions, but I just wanted to highlight the fourth job classes. We already don't get a whole lot of content. I don't know where the money is going that Gravity is acquiring. It's just lining the pockets of the few at the very top. Where's the content? I'm sick of getting new cash shop items every week, every other week. Where's the content? Where's the content? That's all I have to say about that. The next, fix the okay, I struggle in pronouncing this. Lighthausen? Premium hairstyles. Again, this has been an issue for years. This has been bugged for years. And I know because I was an avid user of these premium hairstyles. There's a particular hairstyle I loved that I got custom done for all of my characters. It's a quest that you get in this city where you have to collect like 100 of all these different types of hairs that exist in the game, and you get to pick from a custom new hairstyle. And they implemented some sort of new like customization window where you get to like scroll through the hairstyles and hair colors, and that bugged out the custom hair NPC. And since nobody cares and I'm the only one asking for the fix, I will remind you every day until you fix it. I agree. It's been bugged for years. What's going on? Yes, fully agree. We love those hairstyles and really miss having access to them. Years now. Agree. Let me catch up here. What is the issue that needs to be fixed? Okay. No hater shade to this community manager, because this is just how Gravity/Warp Portal is run, but how do they not know? This is such an issue that someone pointed out. This is pulled from the Ragnarok wiki. It says right here it's been bugged. This is pulled from the Ragnarok wiki. I love this person for this, by the way. They just screenshotted the whole thing and put a link to it here. And yeah, it's such an issue that it got updated on the wiki that it doesn't work. So you got people whining, my skill doesn't give me enough crit. I should have more crit points or more stat points in this than that I do. You have to fix it. We have to revamp the skills. Oh, these skills, these jobs need rebalances like every effing month. And then here you have actual functions in the game that just straight up don't effing work for years. And Gravity Warp Portal is just like, you don't need that. But you could just buy the cash shop YOLO boxes and get costume hairs. Isn't that good enough? It's not. These custom hairstyles change the hairstyle of your character, and then it alleviates that item slot for the costume gear. So where the costume hair would be, you could put another costume there, and I appreciate that. But what's the deal here? See, I commented, fix this! And then someone else commented, these are new hairstyles apparently that came out probably in KRO that we just don't have. What's the deal? Love them for this. Bump. Yes, bump it every day until it's fixed. It's just really troublesome that this is where we're at with this game. That things are bugged, glitched, just straight up just aren't functioning properly, and years, and it's still not fixed. But, oh, hold on, we need to rebalance all these skills and these classes for you over and over and over. We need to fix things that aren't broken because this one person complained about it, and they're one of the whales that just give us tons of money, so we need to cater them. Okay. But, functions, that are just completely glitched out, we don't need to fix that. Next. Let's see. No, this is just a link to the forum. How much Zenny do you need for good high-end gear? I have a problem with this because of the reality of the situation. Let's see. MVP cards, 2 to 12 billion a piece. What? And then here, they tried selling +9 Fallen Angel Wings for 150 mil for 2 weeks and no one bought it. That's because the people who play regularly already have those, and the newbies can't afford it. Newbies can't afford 150 mil. What are they going to do? They're still leveling their very first character, and you get to, okay, let's say you start out as a novice, first job class, second job class, you rebirth, you do it again, you finally get to your third job class, and you're like level 100, and at that point the eating gear isn't good enough. I'm at that point where I'm trying to level my, ranger or sniper, whatever the third job class is. I'm trying to level that character, and I can't because I can't afford better gear, and I can't, there's nowhere I can decently level. And I'm not even a newbie. Oh, I know what Gravity Warp Portal expects. They expect them to buy cash up items and then sell those to get money to then go buy really stupidly expensive gear. And it's not it's not cool. What happens, I think, are people just want to get like a quick nostalgia kick, will hop on, they'll get Eden gear, they'll play for a while, and then like, they realize like, wow, I can't progress because this is just turning into a grind fest and I can't level where it would be viable to level. And they probably quit. Yeah, you can get very decently geared under 1 billion zenny. That's not... No! This person, they said they returned to the game after a decade-long hiatus. Do you know what the economy was like a decade ago? Like, this person's not going to have 1 billion zenny. I would be surprised if they had 100 million zenny. I feel so bad. I am new. One post. And this poor person is getting these huge numbers thrown at them. You can get geared for under 1 billion zenny. They haven't played in a decade. That number didn't even exist back then. Last thing. Here is a thread where people are suggesting ways to improve Ragnarok Online, and I just saw some really funny responses. Daily login rewards, sure. JRO has that, I think. Private servers have that. I mean, it gets people to log in every day. Why not? Compatible with Mac OS? Come on. You're playing on a Mac? Come on. Should have VIP equipment sets that are only good while VIP is active. Okay, I'm down with that because maybe they're going to be better than the Eden group gear and maybe those will help people get past level 100 and you're paying for VIP for it. So I'm down with that. Letting players vote on what ideas should be prioritized. Yes, sir. Warp Portal Gravity does not understand what should be prioritized. They're only listening to the few that are lining their pockets with cash up items, and I get it. They're paying you, but you're keeping the game running for a handful of people, and you're not listening to the majority. You're not going to get new players that way. You're going to cater to the same couple, and your game will eventually die. So this is a great idea. Letting players vote on what should be prioritized. I agree. Give us more freedom of reasonable builds for all job, like pre-renewal era. I get what they're saying. It's like every job has just one viable build. And like back in the day, you would see priests that are like strength focused, and they'll go for the mace mastery because that's a skill, is bonus attack when using a mace. So they'll make a battle priest, and it was fun. It was a challenge. But right now, you can't. It's not viable even in the slightest. Be simple and easy. Help new players over old players. Yes, collapse. Yes, have the old players. Seriously, they're not going to keep your game running forever. You need new players. You need to implement things that are going to help new players. I've said this in probably every video I've done. You need to cater to new players or the game is going to die. Let's see. Yep. Game is becoming more of a money gambling scheme. I hope there's more other ways to get cash up items in game. Yeah, I mean, people just buy tons of cash up items and hope to get something rare, and that's it. What else? People like Titan, and I think that this person's referring to like people that are like insanely geared. People like Titan exist in this game for 15 years, and they are the main reason why the game is dying. The officials that listen to them. Apathy is death, and this forum, this community, this person's basically saying what I was saying, that Gravity only listens to the few whales that buy everything from the cash shop, that have themselves decked out in god tier gear and MVP cards. They're the only ones that Gravity listens to because they're the ones giving them a paycheck, and it's not fair. It's not fair to only listen to the couple people that are just spending an obscene amount in the cash shop. They need to cater to new players. Options. I want more options. I'm not reading all that. Oh, more options for leveling 150 to 175. Yeah, I mean, the Gramps Turning quest, I already made a video about it. I'm not going to go into it, but that is the only viable way to level from like level 100 to like what, 150. I think it ends at something along that line. And this person's looking for more ways to level after that. But even with the Gramps Turning quest, unless you can get a party, it's not viable. When you can get a party, it is great. You can get from level 70 to 100 or like 70 to 99 in like 3 to 4 hours. It's amazing. But that's that. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. So that's about it. Give the forum some love because it's pretty dead over here. No, there aren't many people on the forums. Maybe they see it as a waste of time. I agree. We're all very used to the GMs just not listening to us, so we're fighting a losing battle here. But I still really care about this game. I want to see it turn around. I want to see these issues addressed. So hopefully this brings a little bit of brings more eyes to these issues. But until next time, thank you for tuning in, and I will rant again soon.